Hello, it is Marachi. Today I want to show you all how to do something a little different. This doesn't involve stamping exactly. We will be using a stamper, but let me show you what we're going to do today. Today I'm going to do one color, and then it's going to be the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Midnight Drive 493. It's a really dark color. For this particular design, you are going to want to use a dark color. Something that is maybe like a dark purple, a black, deep dark colors work the best for this type of project. What you're also going to need is some holographic foil. You can find this stuff all over the place. You can find them on places like nail design sites such as Sally Hansen probably has it. You can also look on like different marketplaces. I think Shein has stuff like this if you are into buying things from there. But yeah, this stuff in particular is really pretty. I've got 6 different colors, and it's really hard to tell what color each one is, so I had to put a number on each one of them and do a swatch and just do an example for myself so I remembered what each one actually was. So this one will eventually turn out to look slightly green. It's really pretty. I would say this will be likened to Fishscales. And then what I also suggest having on are going to be some tweezers. These ones are super pointy. This is just to pick up the foil. And then also I suggest having a dedicated stamper for this. Don't use a nice one. Use an old one that you're not going to stamp with anymore. This one's kind of chipped up and sad. Because once you stamp with this foil holographic paper, it will never be the same. You can see, like, I've washed this several times. This is not going back to how it was, and that's okay with me. So just know that when you do this, say bye-bye to using this for actual stamping again. You can also buy these very cheaply on places like Amazon, or again, Shein has options like this, or you can go to Maniology. They've got stampers as well. Those are going to be a lot more expensive, and I would suggest you use those for actual stamping instead of this purpose. I also suggest that you have a nice top coat, and I will also at the end be using a strengthener. I've already done my nails today. I have strengthener already on them as my base coat to keep my nails nice and strong. So let's go ahead. I'm also going to keep a brush on me so that I can clean up my nails as I go, and also some nail polish remover. Easy peasy pumpkin seed. Okay, let's keep this nice and straight. So I'm going to start off with 2 layers of this, and let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean everything up because I know I make a mess. I'm kind of shaky. So, to the nail polish remover. I'm also gonna get one of those out. Alright, I think I'm liking where this is going. Looks pretty good. They're somewhat tacky at this point. They're not completely dry, but that I think is going to be just fine for this situation. This sticks pretty well, even if you have dry nails. If you're having a hard time, you can get some sticky base. But what I'm going to do is, there's a technique to this. So you can take pieces of this and just apply it onto your nail, and it will give you a very large impact. And if you're looking for something that is maybe a little bit less of an impact, you can just use the stamper. So like taking the stamper, taking a little bit from maybe like the cap here, dabbing it on and going right on there. What I'm going to do is a little bit of a mix of both so you can see how it turns out. So I'm just going to take a piece, and a little goes a long way. So you see this? You see this? It's such a tiny amount. Watch what happens. Let's see, I'll get a little closer. Okay. Alright, so you see that? You get quite a lot on there. And then if you take your stamper and put it on, it will give you more of like a general effect. A little bit of a more balanced amount over the whole nail. And this is where it was really important to pick a dark color, because this stuff does not show up very well on something that is light, on a color that is lighter. So we're just going to go around and do that to each nail. How cool it is. So sparkly. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the top of the cap and apply that instead, just to see what it does. A very similar effect. Pretty cool how it just like ends up on your nail. Like there's not a whole lot of mess actually happening. I like that. I like that. I'm going to try doing something a little different. I'm going to take directly from the container and use that and see what happens here. Oh yeah, much bigger impact. You see that large piece? Might be a little hard to see it on the camera. You can get some really cool effects. You can get some real like cool holographic and 3D looks. Kind of like how this one turned out. I'm gonna do it again. You just kind of play around with it until you get something you like. Cool. Cool. Like this one's a little less. There's still quite a bit on there, but it's just not as much as the other one. You see that? You can see that. Do you see how there's like a larger fleck in there? That really gives it a different appearance, like in person. That's all we need of that. Once you're done applying your holographic foil, put everything to the sides. Kind of wipe off your hand a little tiny bit. Probably a good idea to have like paper or something. I use a silicone mat every time I do my nails. I like it a lot. I feel like it saves me from a lot of trouble. There's not too much to clean up here, honestly. So we're just gonna do the top coat and I'll show it off. It's a really cool effect, considering how easy it is to do and how quick it is. Big impact for a little bit of work. Okay, there they are. I'm liking them. I'm liking them. They're very shiny and sparkly and holographic. Like, I think that these are very noticeable. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking how holographic that these nails are and how this effect turned out. It would be kind of cool, I think, to even do stamping on top of these. They're just really neat and very eye-catching in person as well. I think that this nail design also will last probably a week, especially if you take care to apply the nail defense over it. I always do this after I'm done with my nail design. I'll put the top coat on and then I'll put this on, and then the next day I'll put this on again, and even the next day. It just it helps your manicure hold up for a longer time. If I used this and let my design go, it would probably go for over a week and a half before it would start chipping pretty badly. So I highly recommend using something like this. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today as we go through this little adventure of nail effects, and I hope you'll join me again. And in order to do that, please make sure you subscribe so you'll get the notification bell. Hit that notification bell in order to get notified. That's also really important. I also want to let you know that I do stream on Twitch very regularly. I do a lot of different video games, and of course, I will always be adding content to my YouTube channel. But thank you so much, and again, I'll see you later. Bye!